Hello, my friends, and welcome to this yoga stretch for tight hips. If you sit at a desk all day, or perhaps you stand all day, you just don't get a lot of movement through your hips and your lower body, this is going to be a great practice for you. We will also be working towards a yogi squat in this practice, so if that's something you're interested in, then you're in the right place. When you're ready, meet me in a comfortable standing position on either a mat or a soft carpet, taking your first inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips up toward the sky. Interlace your fingers, press your palms up. Coming into a side bend over to the right. Perhaps you come all the way up onto your left toes. Pause for a moment, then come back through center over to the left. One more time to each side. Side bending over to the right. And then over to the left. Come back up through center. Hip circles. Placing your hands on your hips, slowly drawing a big circle with your hips. Going a few in one direction and then switching and going the other direction. Find one more like that. And from here, interlace your hands behind your back, drawing your knuckles down toward the ground as you open the chest. You can add a little shake from side to side, continuing to mobilize the hips. We're going to dive forward to find our very first forward fold. Make sure you take a nice big bend through your knees, allowing your body to hinge at the hips. It's totally fine for your chest to rest on your knees. And if this is too much for your shoulders, just let go of the clasp of your hands and allow your fingertips to reach toward the ground. Once you've found your forward fold, taking a few more shimmies and shakes from side to side as feels good for you today. Now let's take a twist. Left palm stays either on the ground or to your shin. Right fingertips reach up to the sky. Nice bend in the left knee here to make this happen. Gazing up and over, up towards your right fingertips. Coming back down through center, and then we'll go over to the left. One more time to each side. And releasing. Good job. Very slowly step your feet back to find your first down dog. Taking your time to get there. Big bend in the knees. Start to pedal out the feet. Waking up the arches, the backs of the legs. Keeping that big bend in your knees here, it's more important to lift through the hips. Wherever you are, finding some stillness, pressing firmly into the palms here, lifting the hips up toward the sky. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. On your next inhale, reach your right toes up behind you, coming into a three-legged dog. And on your exhale, step that right foot forward, lowering the back knee down, coming into a low lunge. Right knee is bent over right ankle, placing the hands to the right thigh, lengthening through the crown of the head as you allow your hips to release forward towards the mat. On your next exhale, press your hips back, straightening the right front leg, flex your right toes up toward the sky. Thinking a long spine here as you hinge at the hips. Big hamstring stretch. Let's do that one more time. Shifting forward to come to our low lunge. Hands to the thigh. And then shifting your hips back, finding that half split. Rebend your right front knee. Shimmy your foot over to the right side of your mat, making some space. Finding a lizard pose. Option 1, keep your fingertips on the ground. You can also come down onto your forearms for a little bit more. And if you still want more, you can either come up onto your forearms and lift your back leg. Or if that's still not enough, you can come back down onto your forearms, but with your back leg lifted. So lots of options here. Wherever you are, if you're feeling any tightness, try to breathe into that area, helping the body to relax more deeply into the pose. Take one more full deep breath in. Press yourself all the way up, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach your left toes up toward the sky. And as you exhale, step that foot forward, lower your back knee down, untuck the toes, hands to your left thigh, low lunge. From here, shift your hips back, half split. Flex your left toes up toward the sky, hinging at the hips. One more time, inhaling forward to find your low lunge. Perhaps releasing your hips just a little bit further down toward the ground. And now let's shift back one more time to find that half split. Make your way forward on your next breath. Shimmy your left foot out towards the left side of your mat. Finding the lizard pose of your choice. So perfectly fine to have your fingertips on the mat. You can play around with lifting that back leg up off the mat and potentially coming down onto your forearms. Wherever you are, let's take a few deep breaths in together. Good job. Slowly press your way up and meet back in a downward facing dog. Maybe you want to give your hips a little shimmy and a little shake here. Now let's find a pigeon pose. On your inhale, reach your right toes up toward the sky. And as you exhale, bring your knee in towards your chest, then open your knee so it comes towards your right wrist, lowering your shin down to the mat. take your time to get there. Checking in with your hips, making them as level and as straight with the front of the mat as you can. Your right foot should be flexed. Left leg reaches out long, pressing firmly into the top of your left foot here. As you allow your body to settle into the pose, you can choose to walk your hands forward and perhaps coming all the way down onto your forearms. Take one more full deep breath in. And as you exhale, press yourself back up and back to find downward facing dog. Switching sides, inhale to lift your left toes up toward the sky. And exhale, stepping forward, shin to mat. Keep your left foot flexed, lower your hips all the way down. Noticing if there's any differences on this side versus the other side. And as you settle into the pose, feel free to walk your fingertips forward and perhaps lower yourself all the way down onto your forearms. Take one more full deep breath in. As you exhale, press yourself all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Now, let's play around with a little squat. So inhale your right toes up toward the sky. This time you're going to step your right foot out to the outside of your right hand. Then you will step your left foot out to the left side, the outside of your left hand. I'm just going to turn so you can see me, but you stay where you are. Now, the idea here is for you to be able to lower your heels down toward the mat, but that is often extremely challenging. So do not worry if you can't get your heels down. That is something you're working towards. More important here is to think about opening your knees out wide to the side, giving yourself lots of space, and lengthening through the crown of your head. You do not want to be rounding forward, being all hunchback. You want to stay up nice and tall, opening the chest. And with time and practice, you will be able to lower your heels all the way to the ground. Another option, if your heels are lifted and you find it very uncomfortable, is to roll up a towel or a blanket and stick it under your heels just for a little bit of extra support. If this is too much for your knees, another option is to sit on a stack of books or a yoga block if you have it, but many people don't. So whatever you have, just to give yourself a little bit of extra support and take some of the weight off of your knee joints. But wherever you are, I want you to try to settle into the pose. This one can be quite intense, so continue to take your full deep inhales and exhales, telling the body it's safe to relax. Take one more full deep inhale. And one more exhale. If you'd like to hang out here longer, be my guest, please do. Otherwise, make your way onto your seat. Ugh. Extending your legs out long in front of you. Let's find a twist. So let's cross the left ankle over the right thigh, sitting up nice and tall, and exhaling over to the left. You can use your right elbow against your left knee to add a little bit of leverage here to deepen the twist. Sitting up nice and tall with every inhale. And with every exhale, see if you can deepen the twist and look a little bit further back over your left shoulder. Slowly unravel yourself, extending that left leg long. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh now. Sit up tall on your inhale. And as you exhale, twist. Last breath in. As you exhale, unravel. Extend your right leg long. Let's end today with a forward fold, one of my favorites. As you inhale, reach your fingertips up. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips. Don't grip or reach for any place in particular. Allow your body to hinge and rest naturally where it falls. If you need to have your knees bent for this, that is absolutely fine. Your chest can rest on your knees, and over time, your knees will be able to straighten as you increase your flexibility. Allow yourself to release completely, surrendering into the pose and absorbing everything that we did in the practice today. As slowly as you possibly can, start to come back up to a seated position. You can walk your fingertips along the ground to slowly bring your torso back up. When you get there, inhale to reach your fingertips up toward the sky. And exhale, cactus your arms out to the side, opening through the chest. And we are done. Thank you so much for stretching with me today. It's about to rain, so I'm really glad I just finished when I did. If you like this one, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you again soon. Bye.